Good morning. How's everyone doing? Welcome on in. Just drinking my morning matcha. I noticed something here. Hmm. There we go. Okay, so I was closing up these gaps. Hmm. Apparently they released a benchmark for Final Fantasy 14. I need to... Where is it? There we go. Auto groups. There we go. Okay. I need to go back through all of the feathers at some point and delete the higher subdivision on them, and then combine them all to one. I'm gonna combine like the wing and everything into a single mesh. Yeah, that'll be fine. I think I will bring back the base, the center base thing, so that way there's like no gaps in between the middle here. Kind of just close up that gap, make it more solid. I don't know. Yeah, how's it going, Sumo? There's a lot to it, so. And I only work on it on stream, so I don't really get the full. So I'm probably, if looking at it, this is like episode 9, I think, which is kind of decent. It's like 9 days, sort of, because I only do it like 3 hours a day, 3 days a week. So if I was to do this like every day, I've probably been done within like the first 15 days of the month or something like that. But I don't do this every day. It just seems like it's forever because I'm doing it weekly. Yeah, everybody's been wondering where you're at, but I'm like he's busy. He's stuck on the weather and waves. I get it. I've already gotten used to it because I notice whenever there's like a good game that comes out, you'll vanish for like weeks at a time until you finish it completely. So everyone's like wondering where he's at, and I'm just like, oh, he's playing X game. He won't be back until he's done. Like when you started playing Hades and stuff like that, everyone's like, where is he? And I'm like, oh, Hades came out. He ain't coming back anytime soon. I get it. I just tell everyone that you're hyper fixated on a game right now, and you'll be back once you complete it, whether it be 100% or not. I noticed it when you first noticed it when you were playing Loop Hero, and then after that, it just became like, yeah, he's playing a game right now. That was the game that I noticed it. So I said, you'll be back when the time is right. You'll be back. But they're releasing Yin on the 4th, and they're releasing the 1.1 patch soon too. I think they're gonna do it on 26th. Because I know they're doing Yin on the 4th or the 6th, whatever, and then on the 26th, 24th, they're supposed to be releasing more stuff, more content. So I've been playing it, but I'm like super casual with it. I noticed that you pretty much been like 5-star and everything. The echoes anyway. Yeah, that's what I was saying. People didn't believe me. I was like, this game is like gonna be extremely free to play friendly by their history from Punishing Grey Raven and stuff. They give you so much free shit. I guess people are just so used to gacha games just trying to wring you dry of all your money, especially like Hoyo and stuff like that. So whenever there's a gacha game that actually values your time and listens to you and gives you free shit for their mess ups, and they're actually like fixing the ecosystem and stuff and smoothing out the combat system because they heard people talk about it and they're like, yeah, you're right. You don't get that often. You really don't. I can see why some people were like, it's like Cookie Run free to play friendly, because I know I hear a lot about Cookie Run and everything, and I hear how it's like extremely free to play friendly. And then people are finding out new tech and everything like that, like super jumps and extended super jumps and wall hops and all this other stuff and combos and shit. It's cool. All I'm saying is just give it. Wait until we get to like 4.0. And you might be like, why 4.0? The game's already pretty good. It's because they're gonna be smoothing out. They've already had plans of improving and adding more to the combat system, that if they're going down this route, it might end up just like Punishing Gray Raven, where if you look at 1.0 of PGR and you look at the current patch of PGR, you'll see a huge difference. It's a night and day difference. And I can already see that this game is going to be like nowhere near what it looked like on launch in a couple years from now. Yeah, I'm not into PvP, so anything that's like free to play friendly is good for me. Though I never played Cookie Run, but I think the gacha game that I'll probably be sticking with for the longest would be Wuwa. And I think I might try Zinli's Zone Zero or ZZZ. And if that doesn't work out for me, then I'll probably just go play Punishing Gray Raven, because I have seen the combat system for it and everything like that. And I keep seeing videos of PGR, and it looks really, really good. And it's nice to have a game where you can just load in, beat up some shit without having to worry about running around all day, you know? And Zen Zone Zero has like a mode where it's just combat. There's like so many gacha games that are coming out that are like looking pretty good, I'm gonna be honest. But it's with that, it's hard to keep up with a lot of the gacha games. That's why I do like Lua though, because the dailies for Lua are just so friendly. Like I can literally log in, kill a camp, and then that's your daily. You're done for the day. It doesn't like make you go on a 30 minutes to an hour quest to do stuff. It respects your time. It's like, I get it. You don't want to spend all day doing this today. You want to do other things. Here's an easy quest. Go sit at that painter guy and get your portrait painted or whatever, and you're done. Because there's some days where you don't feel like doing a full-on daily. You just want to log in, do your daily, log out, you know? And Wuthering Waves definitely respects that. They understand that not everyone wants to be a hardcore everyday sweat. And that's why I think it's starting to feel like Final Fantasy 14 to me. Because Final Fantasy 14 is a game where it's like, you can come back at any time. You don't feel like you're left behind. You can be a casual, you can be hardcore. They are definitely friendly towards all their player groups. There's stuff for you to do if you're hardcore. There's stuff for you to do if you're casual. And it doesn't force you to log in every single day just to make sure you're doing everything. I like games like that, where it kind of respects your time a little bit. It doesn't force you to do shit every single day, or you'll be left behind. It doesn't give you that FOMO. I also like the memes for Wuthering Waves right now, where it's that meme of what's his face shaking hands with the other guy, and he's like confused, and then it's like the confused guy is the player base, and the one that's shaking the hand is Kuro Games. And it's like when you're given compensation for bugs and issues that you're not even having, it feels nice. Like I have not had any issues or bugs with the game so far, but like I said, I'm like super casual. I'm like level 25 or something like that, 25, 26, so I haven't run into any issues. So every time I'm like scrolling through Twitter, it's like there's been all these issues. Here's 10 free pulls, 1,000,000 credits, 10,000 this, 100,000 that, and I'm just sitting here like, damn. Okay. I don't know what I did to deserve this. I heard the JP side has been having a lot of issues too, though. Someone leaked the email addresses of all the players in JP through an email because they didn't properly CC it. Yeah. Which I get. I wouldn't really blame the Kuro Games as a whole. That's a single person issue right there. Like whoever's job that was, that's their fault on that one. Like, yeah, I get it. The company as a whole, yada yada, they're in trouble, whatever. But people are attacking Kuro Games and Wuwa and stuff like that for that issue, when we have so many leaks that happen for Sony and Xbox and stuff, and people don't bat a single eye. You know how many times I see articles about information leaks from Sony and no one will say a thing? Not a single eye batted. Like, I get it. It happens. It sucks. It shouldn't happen, but it happens. Whenever there's human behind things, there will be human errors. Is an email leak the end of the world? No. As long as you don't click any suspicious links in your email, then you should be fine. You won't get hacked. Like, we as consumers do have to have some self-awareness when it comes to what we get in our emails and stuff. Don't just blindly click on everything, because that's how you end up in like really bad situations. Well, not really too bad, but well, it could get bad depending on how bad the hack is. But like I said, if you're gonna be on the internet, you definitely got to have some self-awareness when it comes to protecting yourself from links and shit. You know how many emails I get sometimes talking about logins and stuff like that, attempted logins and stuff from like Square Enix and stuff, and it'd be like, hey, click on this link. And what do? I go straight to the website itself. I don't click on the link. I go straight to the website itself and change my stuff. That's it. Your login has been compromised. Click on this link and log into your account. And then as soon as you click on the link and log into your account, gotcha, bitch. I had one email where it was talking about it was the typical, hey, I've seen you cranking it to some hardcore porn. You have great taste, by the way. It'll literally say that. It'll be like, you have great taste, by the way, but if you do not want this to be leaked to your entire family and friends, because I got you on webcam, as I look at my webcam that's always covered, I got you on webcam, send X amount of money to this address, to this Bitcoin address, and we'll never leak that stuff. I'm like, leak it. You know how many people know the shit that I watch? I actively talk about the shit that I watch to my friends, so go for it. I even posted it on my Facebook as like, cause I was like, hey, if anyone ever, I wanted to like make sure that everyone's kind of aware of the kind of phishing, because I do have family members and stuff that'll probably fall for that type of shit. So I posted on my Facebook, and I was like, I posted the email on my Facebook, and was like, hey, if you ever get emails like this, just know it's a scam. Don't be sending out no money to these scammers, like for real, for real. And if this is real, then you guys better get ready, because y'all are about to see some spicy ass shit. We'll see in a couple of days. All right, appreciate you stopping by. Hope you have a good day at work. See you when we see you on your woo ventures. Yeah, scammers are wild. Definitely watch out for that shit. They've evolved past the Nigerian prince days of needing money. I feel bad for actual Nigerian princes that may need money in the future, because the scam is so prevalent that who knows, there might be one out there that's like, man, I really need to do a crowdfund, a fundraiser, and then no one's gonna actually help out the fundraiser at all because of all the scams. Damn, shame. Okay. So that fixes the wings. The wings have been closed. Filled in the gaps. Nice. And I need to do the tail. This one might be a little bit more. I wanted to extend to like right there. around the outside here. And then loop to about like right there. So right there. There. Wonder if I can de-twist it when it's early. I forget that there's this where it just moves it doesn't like twist it around and shit. I'll be able to probably have to kind of like redo, not like completely redo the tail, but you know. Definitely gonna have to do some fixing up. Starting with doing a little maybe like that. I already knew that it was going to come apart like this eventually, so I kind of like already mentally prepared to kind of redo it in a way, you know. I think that'll be fine, and then I'll use the I'll use a brush move tool to kind of like do the rest. Hit it with a kind of inflate. Because, yeah. Let me delete higher. I'm just gonna okay. Trying to debate if that's what I want to do with the tail or not. Let's see. I mean, I think it'll look fine. Yeah, it should be. Okay, so I'll have the tail wrap around here like that. I think the biggest issue would be this. Maybe if I make the base a little bit bigger. There we go. Yeah, that looks a lot bigger, better. There we go. I hit save and then I clicked on the thing again, so it made the save window disappear. Okay. That should be fine. I'm just going to just get like the like right there, like that. Didn't do anything, but I'm just visualizing where I'm marking. The path. It's gonna loop around. Why did it do that right there? Not because of the Yeah, that's about. I don't need like a sharp, too intense. So I'm trying to get like a visualization of where I'm gonna make the like right here. Actually, a little bit higher, about right there. Okay. That'll be about. Where's the base? Just gotta work on the big shape first before I move on to the detailing. So big shapes and kind of sketching out or outlining everything that I kind of want to do. And then once I'm satisfied with it and I don't feel like I can go any further with the topology that I have, then I'll go up one. Right now I'm on 2, I think. Yeah, I'm on 2. This is actually one of my biggest projects that I've ever done, to be honest. I think last time I did something at this scale was when I first started 3D, and I made like a skyscraper in 3ds. Those are your 3ds or Maya. This is a class project. I made a skyscraper with like windows and everything, just so I can put Spider-Gwen at the top of it. Poorly sculpted Spider-Gwen, by the way. She just looked like a fucking blob. But, you know, I think we all started that blob phase at some point. Come a long way since then. There we go. I'm going to keep the tail separate from me. No, I'll cut it later. I'll combine everything and then I'll go back and cut everything. It'd probably be easier that way. I don't know. Just gonna inch down a little bit, but it's fine. Give a nice little inflate to bring that thickness back a little bit. That might have been lost during the damn standard. And then I'll come in. Probably bring this down to like a 13. That's like indented in. I think if I grab a like that, I just that'll do. Just had to you can see it taking shape. There we go. Once again, kind of just getting that outline going. Okay. Like right there. I know that the angles kind of messes with me a little bit, but it should be fine. Just kind of going through this around. It's kind of making itself, honestly, which is great. Or like that. Probably about like one more pass over after I get through this portion would be about it, because it's coming out pretty well so far. So I'll probably like do this all the way down, raise the subdivision, and then once more, and that should be good enough. We'll see when we get there, because right now it's looking pretty solid on these first three that I've done so far. So I think after the next pass it should be good. It took me forever just to get used to doing things low poly high. I used to have the issue of wanting to just go up to the highest really fast and doing shit, and it's a really hard habit to try and break, I'm gonna be honest, but it's worth it in the end. just using the damn standard brush. Right now, I did use the clay buildup to try to get like the bulk of it. Now I'm just kind of going in with the damn standard and cutting it out, sharpening it up a little bit. Oof. I'm getting closer to the edge here. You really start to see the pull in. That reminds me. Where is it? Let's see. There we go. That song made me think of Jet Set Radio. I used to jam out to Jet Set Radio. Jet Set Radio. The DJ. I have to bring up the, since I'm bringing it 15. Might be a little too intense, but we'll see. I don't like it. Not at all. Yeah, it might be a little too strong, maybe. Make sure I get the
Look at the font.
I need to check the mailbox at some point in my life. I haven't checked it all month. But every time I go check my mailbox, it's like literally nothing in there but spam. Because most of my stuff is digital anyway, so if there's like a even the apartments I stay in, they do everything digitally through email and stuff now. So I'll get like a email if they have anything important to tell me. Same with just about anything, honestly. I have like paperless on everything. That's why I'm like rarely even check the mailbox. It's not like the mailbox is far either. It's a good like 3-minute walk. And that's going both ways. I'll check it tonight when I take out the trash. I like take out the trash at night because it's not hot as fuck. Living in Texas for so long, you just get used to doing everything when the sun goes down. I'm gonna be honest, me personally, it's when I do almost everything outside related. When that sun goes down, I go outside, take out the trash, go grocery shopping, you know, all that stuff. little too strong. Yeah, once I definitely gonna do one more pass through. Hmm. Yeah, it's going in. The song is brought to you by the letter E. sometimes go on a little bit. The next one helps shape the one that I'm working on. Okay. The fuck? Okay. Actually. Okay. The pin. The tip on the pin was getting a little. What am I doing? Okay. Grainy. I felt some friction with the tip of the pin, so I was like, what's going on here? Probably about time to change the tip at some point. Okay. It's gonna be as good as it gets with this, I think. And boom, go up one more, and look how solid that's looking. I want to see how effective this brush is. Okay, looking solid. Yeah, it's looking really solid, honestly. Sure. Ooh. Yeah, like right there. So then you do that pass on the tail, but honestly, looking good. Yeah. Sometimes when you do one thing for so long, it's good to just look around and figure out where you're gonna go next, you know? Get your mind off of it for a little bit. Refresh the mental. It doesn't pull everything. Do another simple little pass on the hair. Gonna do more to it. I just want to kind of add that sharpness to it, you know. It'll pop out, and then I'll go back through and add in cuts. but it's looking pretty good so far, honestly. This is my favorite song. I'm a winner. I'm a winner. Got a hot hand. I'm a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Actually need to separate. That's weird. There we go. Yeah. And then I'll need to add a couple when I actually finish up the hair. Then I'll add a couple of like stray strands or whatever to bring more life to the hair a little bit more. There are some points where it comes outward. I think there's some pop out. figure it out. I don't know what I do that. I do know. What I can do, come down here, combine the hand and the nail. Just a quick merge down. There you go. Okay. Probably. Hello, how's it going? Welcome on in. How's it? Welcome on in, Kim. Welcome. Hope all is well. I'm just working on Falin here. Everything's going pretty well. Thanks for asking. Hopefully all things going well for you too. I'm just kind of just woke up, so got nothing really to complain about today. Most of my days are pretty chill, so thank God. Thank you. And my days are chill. Right there. I got nothing to complain about. Hopefully your day is going just as well, wherever you may be. Yeah. I'm just moving the hand a little bit to wrap around this heart. Let me. That's what we got going so far. Making a lot of progress. Where to start? First, it's really just what type of 3D do you want to do? Do you want to make like environments and props and stuff, or do you want to make characters? I would start trying to figure out that, so you'll know what to kind of focus on. And then characters, okay. And then you have to decide how. I would recommend doing both methods, trying out both, just see which one works better for you. If you're looking for a free software, I would definitely recommend using Blender to try to decide. Depends. That's why I was like, it depends on where you want to, how do you want to make characters, because there's like, I would say two, but there's more than two, I'm sure. But the two main methods of making a character is either by modeling, poly modeling and stuff like that, or sculpting. Of course, you can do a mixture of both of them, but it's really deciding on which method you want to go by. So I would recommend just doing both and seeing which one you like the most. And Blender will be really good for that, because you can poly model in that. And then if you like poly modeling and stuff like that, then yeah, definitely go to Maya if you want to spend the money. And if you like sculpting, if you end up liking sculpting a lot, then you can go to Zbrush or whatever and sculpt in there. Blender kind of does both of modeling and sculpting, so you get like best of both worlds in that software. And I mainly like sculpting more than anything else, so that's why I'm like using ZBrush more than anything else. But before you spend the money on like Maya or ZBrush, I definitely recommend, when you're learning, to try out Blender first, because a lot of the things that you'll learn in Blender will translate really well to ZBrush or Maya, because it's all the same concept. It's just the figuring out what controls do what, you know. So I would definitely take the Blender free approach before dropping money and then realizing you don't like it. I luckily, when I went to school, we got like Maya and Zbrush for free. The Zbrush I'm using now is paid for, but the one that I was using at the school, they had them installed on the computers and stuff. So I was able to like play around with both of them and figure out which one I like the most. And if you're trying to make like game ready stuff, then obviously you'll want to learn kind of both. So that way you can do like your poly modeling and low poly and all other stuff and retopo and everything like that. But there's like other software you can do that in too, like Topo Gun and stuff. So you could like sculpt in ZBrush and then bring it over to Topo Gun or whatever and retopologize it. But it's easier just to, if you want everything in one software, definitely do Blender for a while and figure out where you want to go in life with it. And there's like, since Blender's open, like free and open source and all that stuff, it's like always getting tutorials and stuff like that too. So you'll be able to learn the stuff a lot easier. And if you end up liking sculpting, yeah, definitely give ZBrush a try. The only reason I use ZBrush at this moment is because one, I like sculpting, and two, I'm still on a perpetual license 2022. I'm probably never gonna update, so it's like the only, if I didn't have a perpetual license for ZBrush, I would be in Blender right now. Maya's pretty good. I used to use 3ds for a while and then I switched over to Maya, and there's this plugin that I used called Ninja Dojo. It made Maya so much smoother. But really, at the end of the day, you just gotta figure out which one do you like the most. Do you like modeling, or do you like sculpting? And what are you trying to make characters for? 2022. The version that I'm using on ZBrush is 2022.0.7, which was the last version available for free. And how's it going, me mug? But yeah, Cam, I would recommend figuring out what do you want to make characters for, and then doing a little research on the pipeline or whatever. Maybe dabble in Blender to figure out if you want to sculpt or model, and then go from there. If you're solely focused on like modeling characters and stuff, yeah, go to Maya or stay in Blender. If you want to focus more on sculpting, go to ZBrush, or stay in Blender. Is there a difference between modeling and sculpting? Modeling is like you're pulling faces and stuff like that, and you're trying to work in like quads and stuff. Quads and some tries. It's basically just poly modeling your character and then adding a subdivision or whatever. Usually it's a lot more low poly in a way. Like it's like whenever you look at like my VTuber, my VTuber was made through poly modeling. And then sculpting, I feel like sculpting has a lot more freedom because you just bring in like an orb or whatever and you mold it like clay to get the shapes that you want. And then whenever if you look at this, it's like the poly count's like through the roof. Whenever you're like poly modeling, you're like moving stuff around like this. You're just using like a move tool and extrude and insect and all the other stuff. It really just depends on you. I prefer the freedom of sculpting, where you don't have to worry about the poly count or the polys or anything like that, and you're kind of just like messing around with it like clay. The old work, I get it, mean mug. Like with sculpting, I can just come in and clay build up and just build what I want, smooth it, all this other stuff. And then with poly modeling, it's like I go into the point that I want. Let me lower this down. And then I'm kind of like extruding stuff and making the shapes that I need to make through a poly model like that. Poly modeling is great for art surfaces too. While sculpting is great for organic stuff. You can do hard surfaces and organic in both of them, but one is a lot easier than the other.
Let's look at the font.
How long have I been doing this? I'd say a couple years on and off. Like I've been kind of sculpting and well, I've been doing art since 2017, but it's been like on and off where I'll go like a couple months doing it and then a couple months off and then, you know, half a year doing it, a year not doing it. So it's like, it's hard to tell for me. I got projects all the way back to like 2019, I believe, in my art folder. Let me see. 2021 is the furthest I have back in my sculpting folder, but I've been doing 3D modeling and stuff since 2017. And I still got like a lot to learn. I think the biggest issue that I've had when it came to learning was the boat that you're kind of going through right now, where you're trying to figure out what's the best software to use. But once you kind of realize that the software are just tools and it doesn't matter which one you use, just as long as you get the results that you're looking for, that's all that really matters, you know. Like I can sculpt and model in Blender. I can do the same in Zbrush. It really just depends on which software you like the most. You can still get the same results from either one. Obviously, Blender has like animation and stuff like that, and I think there might be a way to like kind of animate in Zbrush, but obviously I'm not doing that. So it's really just learning the tool, because I had a lot of back and forth on oh, you're fine. I had a lot of back and forth on one sec, on doing art So I was like, do I want to use Blender? Do I want to use ZBrush? Which one's better? This one's better. This one's better. And then I was like not learning anything at all because I was jumping back and forth between the two. If you want to make game ready characters, you're gonna end up having to kind of learn both Blender and not Blender, but ZBrush and Maya, and also like what was the other software? Substance Painter. Because normal pipeline is like you model it out or you sculpt it out, then you bring in the other one to create a low poly or a high poly, depends on which order you're going in, and then you will what's that word, bake. You'll bake the high into the low, so that way the details of the high poly is into the low poly, and then you'll bring that into like Substance Painter and stuff like that, and you'll paint out the details and everything. Just after you like, well, once you bake it, you pretty much already retopologized it and you already UV'd it and stuff like that, hopefully. And then you'll bring it into Substance Painter, and then you'll paint everything, texture, you know, all that stuff. And then once that's done, then you'll take those textures and the model, your low poly model, and then put it into like Unreal or Unity. And then there's rigging down the line too, but there's like a pipeline to it. So, or don't want to be that guy, but you can do it all in Blender, where you make a high poly, a low poly, you bake it, you UV it, you texture it, and then you export it, rig it, and export it into Unity or Unreal. From Blender straight to Unity or Unreal. Really just depends. For now, I would just focus on, if you're trying to make characters, I wouldn't really focus on doing the whole pipeline right now. I would just focus on actual character creation and working on your anatomy and stuff like that, because you don't want to jump in too soon and try to do everything at once, because then you're just gonna burn yourself out and you're gonna end up not getting anywhere. So for now, I'll just focus on, like, you know, making a character and getting the anatomy right. And then once you get that down, then start looking into doing the other steps into making a game ready character. Because you don't want to do too much at once. You got a lot on the plate, and you're not gonna be able to shove everything on that plate at once. You gotta start one bite at a time. First bite is just figure out what software you want to use, and then next bite is like figuring out that software, and then next bite is like trying to make something in that software, whether it's sculpting or modeling something, and then just stick with that for a while until you can confidently model or sculpt something. And then once you can confidently do that, then start looking into the next step. Because if you're anything like me and you try to do too many things all at once, you're gonna burn out. Some people can do it. Some people can do everything at once. That's just how some people learn, you know? Yeah, not a problem. I focus mainly on sculpting. So yeah, definitely one step at a time. Maybe watch some videos on stuff, figure out. Here we go. I stream Monday through Wednesday, same time from 10 a.m. CST to about 1 p.m. CST. Currently it is 12:16 p.m. CST for me on a Monday. I'm definitely open for any questions that you may end up having. It's 12 a.m. for you. So technically it'll be for you it would be 10 a.m. No, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. is usually when I'm live. Since there's like a 12-hour difference. Definitely, if you have any questions on anything, don't be afraid to ask. I'll do my best to try to answer it. And if I don't know the answer, typically I, would look into it and try to find the answer for you. Because if I don't know the answer to something, it might come in handy to actually know the answer to that for myself, So your question can be helping me learn something that I didn't even know about. Because a lot of the things that I learned in Zbrush were like, cause I only had like 2 Zbrush classes, and each class was like what, 11 weeks. One Zbrush class was we were doing Zbrush. It was only for like 6 weeks. Another class was a full 11 weeks, and that was like once a week. So 11 classes. What was that, like 20? I'd say 22 classes total for Zbrush. So I had to learn like a lot of it. And then when I actually started getting into Zbrush, it was like I was already out of school and stuff. So a lot of the stuff in Zbrush I kind of had to figure out through Google and YouTube and asking friends that know things about Zbrush, like the teacher who has like a Discord for us and stuff. I usually ask him anything that I might come across, but a lot of the stuff that I learned in Zbrush was like definitely on my free time through it's fine. Through YouTube and stuff. And just figuring it out. That was another thing. It was like learn the base of the software, and then once you can confidently once you learn the basics of a software, just start making your own stuff. Don't look for a tutorial to make something like for everything, you know? Just start making stuff, and if you get stuck somewhere, just look up how to do that specific thing and just keep making your own stuff. Then I feel like you'll learn things a lot easier and a lot faster that way than just following tutorials and regurgitating the step by step sort of. I use a tablet. I use a Huion tablet. I think it's a 16 canvas. It has a screen, but I don't even use the screen. Like, the screen's not even on because I need an extra USB slot, and I'm out of USB slots on my computer. So, not a USB slot, a video slot for the video output. I have USB slots. I don't have a video output slot. So the screen's not on, but since it's plugged in through USB, it still works perfectly fine. And I'm used to looking up at my monitor anyway. So I'm like, you know, not looking down at the tablet, but looking up at my monitor that's in front of me. I would recommend Huion. It's fairly cheap and good quality. I've had this Huion tablet for 3 years now, I believe. Yeah, it's been about three and a half years since I've had this tablet, and I've had no issues with it so far. I had a Wacom. It was a Mobile Studio Pro, but it got overheated, and the screen started to split from the tablet itself. So I don't use that anymore. It's in the closet. It still works. It's just the screen is it's definitely warping. The tablet's warping from the heat. And with this Huion, I guess since I don't have the monitor on, the screen on, it doesn't get hot. So I haven't had any warping issues or anything. So, and it was fairly cheap for the 16 canvas. Yeah, that's definitely some getting used to. Once you get used to it though, just gotta give it time and just keep messing around with it. I don't use any of the buttons. I'm pretty sure that if I use the buttons, it'll probably make my life 10 times easier. But I don't use any of the buttons on the side of the tablet. I just use my keyboard, and I draw the tablet and I push buttons with my keyboard. So and probably unlock a whole new world of sculpting if I actually used. There we go. There we go. But it just takes some time. Just keep messing around with the tablet and it'll this one, it's been a couple of weeks now. This is, if you go through my live on my YouTube, you'll see exactly how long it's been that I've been working on this, if you want the exact number. But it's definitely been a while. I think it's been like 2, 3 weeks, but it's because I only work on it like 3 days out of the week for like 3 hours. Let's see, when was the first broadcast of this? May 1st. So yeah, it's been about 4 weeks. It is June 3rd, so yeah, it's been about a month. I'm working on this for a month. But to be fair, this is like the most ambitious project that I've done. Like, I've never done a project with this much stuff involved. So there we go. Like, you can tell there we go. That's why it's taking me a month, because I literally started with nothing but a sphere, and then I just started sculpting out this entire thing for the entire body and stuff. But I'm nearing the completion of this. I'm hoping to be done by at least the end of next week with the amount of progress that I'm putting in towards everything. It really just depends. So still got to do the other hand to loop around this hand right here, and then I have to combine the hand into the body and stuff like that, and then just fix any deformations. I need to put more feathers in between this area right here. After I moved it, it kind of like messed with that. And what else do I need to do? We'll touch up the hair some more, because the hair is still not done. And then I'll combine everything, like the leg and stuff, and then kind of fix that up. And then I will, once I start working on this base, is pretty much when I'm like near the end. The base is going to be the very last thing that I do. So by the time I'm working on the base, that means this is done. Like the sculpt itself is done. And we're getting there. I also need to fix this this leg right here. Fix the deformations here a little bit. But I'm pretty satisfied with it so far. I think it's coming out really nice. It'd take longer if I was actually making characters for games or whatever, because then I'll have to like re-apologize it and rig it and stuff like that, and then I'd end up posing it and stuff. But I just make figures for like, you know, 3D printing. So once I pose it and stuff, it's pretty much good. It's pose and then fix up any of the stuff. Right there. I'm gonna merge this down. Move that up. Right there. Thank you, thank you. It should be finished fairly soon. All right, appreciate you stopping by. Hope you have a wonderful day. I'll be here again tomorrow and the day after that. Just working on this. All right, let's. Yep, no problem. Goodbye. Have a wonderful day. Well, wonderful night. I'll be here. Oh, why is that dent right there? There we go. Fix that. There we go. Right there. think that's okay. See, I think that's a horrible angle. That should do. Honestly, I can use this tool. There you go. B rotate. Flip. Let me. Oop. Should be fine. Okay. honestly. I mean, not the worst. But I could definitely clean it up. Which I'll have to do anyway. I'm gonna make sure I don't forget to separate the fingernails again from the body when I go back into sculpting it to fix up the hand and stuff. Wait, how did I? Oh, shit. I didn't mess this up, did I? No. Let me see when I. Yeah. I like moved this hand all over here and didn't realize it. But I can fix it. There we go. Okay. Saved. Okay. I'll save it. I think it's coming along fairly nicely. I say so myself. I'm gonna add a slight bend to the last two fingers and then pretty much be done with that hand altogether. And then I need to separate the hand from the nails. That way whenever I combine it, well, whenever I start sculpting on it again to fix up stuff, it won't like mess up the nails. So that's what I'll end up doing. Tomorrow we'll put more work into it. Honestly, I could see this finishing up pretty soon, honestly. Yeah. I just need to go back to the heart at some point and fix that up. Do something, put a little bit more detail in on here in the end. Fix this claw. Fix the deformation right here with the feathering and stuff. And that should be about it. Then I'll be on the base and I'll be done with this project, and I'll go to Project Wuwa. That's what I'm gonna call it. Project Wuwa, Weather and Waves. I'll make the Weather and Wave characters. It shouldn't take as long as this one because they're not gonna be as like grand scale or anything like that. Usually making a character and stuff only takes about like, you know, couple weeks, probably like 4 weeks at most, not like 6. This one's taking it, it's gonna be at least 6 weeks. We're already on week 5 right now, and it'll be done by the end of week 6 for sure. I am doing a lot of stuff in the 3 hours, I'm gonna be honest, but yeah, I got to end stream here. I do appreciate when it came out today. I hope y'all enjoyed the stream, enjoyed the art, the chill art, making some progress. I'm liking it. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Come along nicely. But and it there. Appreciate when it came out today. Hope to see y'all again tomorrow, same time, 10 a.m. CST. I gotta go get ready for work and stuff. But other than that, I think this is a really good stopping point that I'm at. Today I worked on the tail and sharpened up the hair a little bit and started bending the fingers on the hands. Tomorrow I'm gonna work more on the hand, fix that up some more, combine it, fix it up, the body and everything like that, and we'll go from there. We'll see where we're at. But on that note, I'm Next Altius, and And I'll be signing out. Y'all have a wonderful day. I appreciate when it stopped by. Hope you enjoyed it. I love that fanfare. Get on out of here.